your boy Mastermind here with Wild Cannabis Live. On the road again. I just thought I'd go live and talk about a few things. Right now we gotta wait for some people to get on here. But when you do come on here, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, hit the notification bell for updates. Right now we're still waiting on our calendar to go up. Still says it takes a minute once you go live, unexpected. Okay, 3 people in here. Welcome back. Yeah, what's up, Jimmy? Yay, what up? Another mastermind here. What's the picture look like? How's the video quality? What's up, Captain Green Toker? What's up, Ken Ambassador? Right now, I'm on my way to Canton, Ohio, and I'm doing some marketing for the events, and I'm working on a few things, trying to figure out a few things, and hey, Joshua, it's good to hear from you. Good to see you. Anybody medicating on anything right now? So we got five souls in here. Let's get 5 likes going. Smash that like button. Yeah, so I'm on my way to Canton, the location of the Ohio Cannabis Expo, November 1st, November 2nd. But I also want to make a few other announcements here. One of those is when you go to the OhioCannabisAwards.com website, after you fill out your voter registration form, you can go straight to the voter form, and when you vote, you're just going to use the last 4 numbers of your phone number for your voter ID. So you do not have to wait for me to email you a voter ID anymore. Just simplify the process to make it quicker and easier so we can get your vote counted as quickly as possible. So make sure you go there and vote. Now you do not need to wait for the voter ID. You can just use the last 4 numbers of your telephone number. Make sure when you fill out your voter registration form, that you use the same phone number on that form that you use on your voter ID, so we can match everything up. Yeah, need to. A couple other things I want to announce is that we'll be kicking off Ohio Cannabis VIP, Ohio Cannabis Live VIP, and the way we're going to be kicking that off is there's going to be these wristbands going around, and if you get one of these wristbands, you will be entitled to all these really great benefits. I can't discuss exactly what those benefits are on YouTube because then it wouldn't be VIP. So in order for you to get one of these bracelets, there's a couple qualifications. One of the qualifications is you definitely have to be a subscriber to the channel. You gotta follow us on Instagram, and you have to also be signed up on OhioCannabisLive.com. Also, there will be other requirements. Again, we will not tell you. But how do you get one of these back? And I will show you what it looks like here in just a second. Is you got to show up to one of the Ohio Cannabis Live events, because that's the only time, unless you're somehow closer to me and at my house or something, then that's the only way you'll probably get a hold of one of these wristbands. And we plan on giving them out. When I say we plan on giving them out, I'm not even going to tell you how many we're going to give out. We're going to expand this thing so quick, so fast, and so many people are going to get one of these if you can catch up. You can catch up. Now, I'm also now. So right now I'm about to do something I've never done, but I'm driving to Canton. But then I'm also going to drive to Cleveland. So I'm going from Canton to Cleveland today. And it's really, these colors are finally starting to come in. These fall colors, they look great. How's the weather where you're at? It's 76 degrees according to the car. But I want to show you all VIP. Yeah. I had to show you. So, let you see that it was a real thing. We got 32 watchers on here. And I know you guys are enjoying looking at the road. It's beautiful out here. We are currently on I-70. And like I said, we're going to Canton, Ohio. We're out here promoting the Ohio Cannabis Expo and the Ohio Cannabis Awards. Now, if you haven't voted already and you're not sure what we're talking about, visit www.ohiocannabisawards.com. If any of my moderators are in here, go ahead and put that in the comments. Hey, how you doing there? Welcome to the chat. It's good. Oh, he's in a hurry. He's got that Hellcat. You see him? He's still gonna get stuck. You know. What's everybody medicating on right now? If you're medicating, if you're not, are you cooking dinner? Let me know what you're cooking for dinner. Or if you're eating out, let me know what you're having out. We always do that during our stream. It helps the algorithm get the conversations going. So I want to talk a little bit about what happened earlier when I went to the pain management clinic. And I think you will all be interested to hear this. So for those who didn't see the stream earlier, when I was talking about pain, what was I talking about? What did I say? Pain management and cannabis. That was the title of the video earlier. And I was live streaming on the way to pain management. And, I'm going to pain management kind of with a different attitude than a lot of people. Like, when I went there, I wasn't going there to get pain pills. I was going there to get advice about getting a nerve block. And, they call it a celiac plexus nerve block. And that nerve bundle is behind my pancreas. So their idea is that they can numb the nerves in that area and that will stop the pain somehow. But then the other thing, I swear it was called a double tap, but that probably ain't what it's called. It sounds like that. No, he called it some kind of like stomach tap or nerve tap, but I keep wanting to call it a double tap because that sounds cooler. But it's not cool at all, everybody, because what they would do is take a needle and inject it into my stomach with an ultrasound. They say, oh, it don't hurt. And we just gonna guide that needle right into you. Double tap. I've been stuck with a lot of needles. I've even had epidurals before. I've had nerve burns. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of procedures. But I've never had this one he's talking about here, where they basically what it involves, it's not graphic, but they just take this Kenalog stuff. You might have heard of Kenalog. It's kind of like an anti-inflammatory. It's like they give it to you usually in your back. But instead of giving me the medicine in my back, since my back isn't the issue, it's going to give it to me in my stomach. Some jelly Peyton, huh? What the hell is that? I ain't hip to that. Some jelly Peyton in Round Town. Okay. All right, Paul. The jelly Peyton. That sounds like something tasty, maybe. Anybody else hip to the jelly Peyton? Oh no, I for sure I got this, man. Like I said, they're not going. They want to do the nerve block and the double tap. So he's like, we're gonna do the double tap first. So you're gonna do that in 2 weeks if my insurance company allows it. My insurance company might say, hell no, they don't let you get double tapped by these guys. Pain zero. I'm like, come on, man. I told the guy when I got there, I said, man, listen, I love the name. I don't know if I'll ever get to Pain Zero, but I would love to be at Pain 5. but what I learned there is like, in Ohio, get this, everybody, we're missing out on other treatment options. And that's what I learned today. That's what I want to talk about, is that, there's a lot of new technology, and they're doing stuff called interventional radiology. This is where they're using ultrasounds and other imaging equipment to guide where they're giving you these injections or giving you medicine. Instead of just giving you a shot to go through your whole body, just go give you a shot where the pain is at. That's a more targeted idea. Instead of just giving you, I don't need pain medicine to go through my whole body. I just need to stop pain at one particular spot. That's all. I don't. See, I don't like these little where they split the road up on you. They always try to make you like pay attention, because if you're not paying attention, you're gonna be on the road closed sign or be on the wrong side of the road. I'm not near Athens. I don't believe. The Wilds? I'm over here by the Wilds. I'm on 70. I'm near Zanesville, for those who want to know where I'm at. I'm near Zanesville. And see, driving through this little thing, this is like a rat trap maze or something. I mean, if you're claustrophobic, man, this ain't it for you. You can't drive this. This is crazy. I mean, what they're doing, like, this thing, they got drains in it so it don't fill up with water, but it's still scary, though, man. You make one mistake down through here, your brakes fail, you run out of gas, any of that down here, you are stuck right here. Not only is it scary, beyond scary, you're holding up traffic for everybody that's going on that same little strip. So it's not a very smart thing. And then, like, how does emergency vehicles get to you if they can't even squeeze through here? This is enough room for one vehicle. So it's definitely what they call a tight squeeze, man. And I rode up this the other day. I did not like this at all. And I thought, man, they put a lot of pressure on people making them ride through these little rat maze construction zones. I mean, they could have done something different, made it a little bit safer, made it a little bit more convenient for the driver, so the driver doesn't feel like you have no other moves to make. And then we're going over a bridge with water, and now it's really scary because you're going over water, and it's like you got to get over this thing. We're back over the bridge, we're back on the land again, but you get over water, something like this, man, something happens, somebody hit you, something, you're screwed. You don't know where to go but into the concrete median. Your vehicle is for sure going to get damaged if you make one wrong move as you drive through this little rat maze they got here. And that's what it feels like, a little rat maze. I wonder what it looks like from up top. Probably like a bunch of little toy cars driving. I hate construction. Don't you hate construction? Yeah, I can't look at the comments right now. I have to focus. 100% laser focused until we get out of this zone. It's terrible. And then, we need our roads fixed. I get that. I mean, but they could come up with a better plan than this. And then there's people driving on the other side, so I don't understand what the barrier is for. Why do we have to be separated? It doesn't make sense. But somebody said yes, it does, man. And they put it in here, and somebody signed off on it and said, sure, go ahead and put this crazy barrier in here and make it extremely dangerous and extremely difficult for people to drive through Ohio. I mean, imagine if you're not from here, you gotta come through this crap. You're like, man, they don't do this in my state. This is crazy. And I mean, look how far down this goes. I mean, you can see it on down through there. It's not even like almost over yet. This is like the way we gotta drive, It's like, let's just say if you're not a good driver, you might not want to come up 70 right now, coming east. And then the other side, it's wide open. They got both their lanes. So I don't get it, man. They should, but what it is, we're actually driving on the other side of the highway right now. Seeing that? Like, that's what's really happening right now. We're on the other side with oncoming traffic, and they just split it so they can add more lanes on the other side. When I was younger, I used to ride a highway and see all this construction when I was younger. Now we're getting ready to cross back over to the main highway. This is wild how they set this up. Now we're coming back over, and we're back on the main road with everybody else. But it's still scary. If you go that other way, you're gonna hit right into a concrete wall. If you go in the wrong direction. So yeah, you gotta be careful on these road trips. Like I said, I'm just trying to get past all these trucks, yo, because you're just like, once you get out of there, you can breathe. You're like, ooh, I'm past that. And that was a big bulk of the ride, just riding down through there, coming up that part. Now, if you ride the 71 way, then you won't have this problem if you're coming up 71. But I'm coming up the back way because, like I said, I'm going to Canada. And from Columbus, where I live at, it's easier to come up this way than it is to come down 71. It just is. Come down 71, you got to really go through a whole lot of stuff in the city to get there, and ends up being a trip. But yeah, so pain management isn't what it used to be. Like I was saying before, a lot of people believe that you couldn't go to pain management and have cannabis in your system and all that. They didn't even drug test me. How about that? No drug test. Well, again, I'm not looking for those things, but some people, look for pills. Every time I take a drug test, it's going to be a green test. It's going to be 100% THC. They be writing stuff on my test like presumptive positive. What does that mean? Presumed positive. Like, we know it's going to be weed in there. Presumptive positive, it sounds ridiculous. Man, we only got 11 likes on the stream. Oh, wow. There's way too much construction. They need to break that down into smaller segments. You know what I mean? I think that would be better. I think that, for those who are just joining the stream, we're on our way to Canton, Ohio. Be sure to go to www.ohiocannabisexpo.com. Get your tickets for the Ohio Cannabis Expo Canton at the Hilton Doubletree, downtown Canton. And a couple things I found out. Oh, free memberships out for grabs. You better get them fast before they're gone. Get your free membership. You only get it free for a month, then you got to pay for it after that, $1.99. Might help you get one of them wristbands. Thanks, appreciate you, Jimmy. I think the conversation I want to have with the cannabis community right now is going to get spicy. How do you feel about smoking old weed versus new weed? When you go out to get weed, how concerned about old weed are you? Do you care if somebody gives you some weed that is a year old? You smoke weed that's a year old? I want to know this. I'm going to do a whole conversation about this, but we're just chatting about it now. But I just want to hear what y'all's thoughts are on it, just this initial conversation. Are you cool buying old weed because it's cheaper? Or do you like to buy new weed because it's fresher? You tell me in the comments. I want to know what y'all think. If you think that it's better if you let it be older. Some people like let it cure. But I feel like after like 3 months, you ain't smoked it yet. Well, it might be a little bit old. Yeah, you said I care. I care. I see that. I care. iPad flowers. What are you talking about? Is that somebody's name? I don't know. My GPS is in the way. Now I can see the comments again. I couldn't see the comments because my GPS was. So we got 19 watchers on here right now and 12 likes. Those numbers ain't matching up. There's 7 people on here that did not smash the like button. Smash that like button. Get the likes up to match the views. And thought I'd give y'all a little bumpy ride. It's a little bumpy. But yeah, one thing's for sure. I think what I'm trying to do with this expo here is definitely trying to bring a lot more education and a lot more discussion to the park. And, yes, there's going to be some dispensaries there. Yes, there'll be spots there. But I think we're going to have more people probably looking at panels and workshops than they are going to be. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to turn out yet. I feel like it's unknown till you see the whole final vision and final thing. It all comes to play. Right now, I remember this feeling in May. It was like, oh, sure, a lot of stuff to deal with. So, like, if you ever think about hosting events, just know that it is a very intense thing to do. It is very stressful and pressure intensive, time intensive. It takes a lot of your money. It takes a lot of your own blood, sweat, and tears. You want to make an event work. And then it just takes being on your business, like saying you're going to do something, you got to do it. And that's the kind of thing that is really hard for some people to do. Some people are really not that good at following through. People say, oh, I'm going to be there, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And then when it's time for them to do it, they don't do it. And then they don't answer the phone, or they don't call you, don't answer texts. And you start to wonder if they're still alive. 3 weeks later, after whatever the event is, then they're like, oh yeah, how you doing? They feel like it's it's far enough out from the event they were supposed to be at. They can now reestablish communication after the fact. They say, how'd your event go out? So the lessons learned about hosting expos is just that you're dealing with so many different things at once that it requires a lot of brain power, and you have to plan ahead for every eventuality and every little thing that could happen. You have to kind of be thinking ahead, and that's just how it is when you're doing events. You gotta think ahead of everything, and that's kind of what I'm doing today. Just advertising and promoting the expo, promoting the Ohio Cannabis Awards. Just telling you to go vote, see who the best dispensary is, the best cultivator is, the best processor is in Ohio. And I'm interested to see what the results are going to be. And if you missed it earlier, if you vote, once you register to vote on the website, OhioCannabisAwards.com, your voter ID is the last 4 numbers of your phone number. So you don't have to wait for a voter ID anymore. Now it's just your last 4 of your phone number. And that'll make it a lot easier for everybody to vote quickly and cast your votes. So we can start tallying them up, see who's winning. That's the thing. And yeah, I mean, I can't tell you who's winning right now because you don't want to know the answers. But let's just say if you got a favorite location and you think they should win, you have friends to go vote ASAP. Send them to the site today, OhioCannabisAwards.com. Don't get it mixed up and go to Ohio Cannabis Live and say, I don't see where it says to vote. You got to go to OhioCannabisAwards.com. If you start typing it in there, it'll show up eventually. You'll find it. Now, if you come across this weird Instagram with these weird videos, I have nothing to do with that. That is not me. That's not my Instagram. That's some people before me who's trying to do something. And if you watch it, you'll see that it's definitely not Mastermind. So just in case you come across the weird Instagram, that's not us. And you'll see that website does go to us because they did maybe at some point in time own that website. But I own that website now. So yeah, that's just kind of a dead Instagram account that's still on there. And you can ignore it. We'll eventually have our own new Instagram account for the Ohio Cannabis Awards. We just didn't set it up yet. We're working on it. If you haven't noticed, the Ohio Cannabis Expo website has been updated. If you want to read about the guest speakers or see the schedule, the program or whatever, it is now available on the website. So you can certainly do that. And, you know, those who still, have questions about different things, feel free to email us at info@ohiocannabisexpo.com if it's about the expo. If you have questions related to Ohio Cannabis Live, you reach us at info@ohiocannabislive.com. If you live in this area near Canton, Akron, Cleveland, chime in, say hello. Love to hear from you. And I'm thinking about eating at a restaurant, but I can't decide whether I'm going to eat dinner in Canton or Cleveland. Haven't figured it out yet. If you live in the Cleveland or Canton area, give me some ideas. Now I ate at a place in Canton the other day called Lobies, and it wasn't too bad, but for my stomach wise, I can't eat that kind of food right now, and so I gotta eat something healthy, something like filet mignons or grilled chickens or something like that. Can't be eating a bunch of fried, greasy, fatty foods because of my pancreas situation. I see you just get to another membership, Jimmy. Oh, he's on the road. Keeping it going, keeping it hype, keeping it going. See, y'all, this wasn't even a planned stream. Y'all got lucky, man. Jimmy was here to give y'all some memberships. Y'all definitely lucked out. Let's see, we're getting closer to our exit here. About 11 miles away. But yeah, I appreciate y'all helping me make my journey go a little bit faster by talking to all y'all wonderful people in the Ohio cannabis community who are on here. We're going to start streaming live on LinkedIn too. I figured it out. I'm going to be streaming on LinkedIn. I announced it. Did I say it out there? I just don't know what day. Oh no. Did y'all see that? He almost killed me, y'all. You see that shit? Oh, what the? Y'all see that? Did y'all see that shit? And then he gonna put on his blinker. Hey, we're live, man. We're gonna play this back and turn it over to the company, man. Somebody get the license plate on this guy. He almost killed us, man. He really did. This is just me in here. He almost killed us. That was crazy. He literally came over the lane. No signal, no nothing. This guy must be asleep at the wheel. Do you see how calm my reaction time was on that? You see how I handled that whole situation? Did anybody see that? Y'all just missed what was about to be a very bad accident because this guy just almost ran me off the road. Did you see it, Jimmy? That's wild, man. I'm just still in amazement. I don't know who else saw that. I mean, he literally he was in my space. I had to slow down really quickly and just look around and see if I had enough clearance. I almost had to slam on my brakes. Oh man. Yeah, it was close. Hell yeah, you saw Little Mac, man. Here go another one swerving over, man. Like, yeah, see, they're swerving a little bit, man. You keep an eye on this gray car because they are a little bit up. Look at that. Yeah, they're a little bit over the road, a little bit. See, you gotta watch people like that. When they swaying, I'm paying attention. Like people doing that, they swaying back and forth and all that kind of stuff. They don't need to be driving. Man, earlier I was driving, man, somehow, and I've never done this before, this van I'm driving has that slap shifter deal, which I never would use. And I somehow slipped it into slap shifter mode. and couldn't figure out how to get it out of slap shifter mode because I never put it in slap shifter mode. That was wild. So it looks like I'm about to get on 77, about 7 miles away from 77. I'm just out here on this road, trying to make a mission, trying to make it. So we got 14 people watching and 15 likes. That's about even. That's about even. But yeah, like I said, we just tuned in, you know, just on the road here, on the way to Canton, Ohio. And, you know, I'm saying I'm going to Cleveland, but I might change my mind by the time I get to Canton. Depends on how much energy I have left. Energy is already being drained out of the system as we drive. Man, Jimmy, boy, is that another membership at KB? Gifted another membership? Oh, y'all so lucky today. Y'all are so lucky y'all getting these free memberships for 1 month only. Now, being a member of the channel has a lot of benefits that Jimmy can tell, like having direct access to me, getting additional support on things you have questions about. Lots of free stuff, right, Jimmy? Lots of free stuff. You know, everything I do, Jimmy will tell you, I don't do it on YouTube. There's a lot of things I do behind the scenes that you just have to be a part of the network to know about, and then you will understand it better. So yeah, appreciate Jimmy giving out the memberships, but just remember, after your 30-day trial is up, it's up to you to continue to choice and pay that $1.99. Now, if you upgrade the VIP status, that's gonna take things up a notch. You know, read through the membership levels. Like I said, we can't put certain things in those membership levels, so there are things that are beyond that. And what I'm probably gonna end up doing is setting up a Discord just for that, so you can go there and read like all the offline benefits. That's what I like, that we're gonna call them offline benefits. What are the offline benefits? What's that mean? The benefits we don't advertise all publicly, the offline benefits. Then I do have, there is Ohio Cannabis Live Discord, by the way, and you can look us up also. You can look me up on Reddit under Ohio Cannabis Live. That's my username on Reddit, is Ohio Cannabis Live. So if somebody says, well, are you on Reddit? Yes, under Ohio Cannabis Live. Now, if you want to follow our group on Reddit, it's Ohio Cannabis Growers. So if you want to follow the Ohio Cannabis Growers Reddit, I don't know how many people we got on there right now, but you know, we got over 1,000 people on there. That's a nice little group of people. But you know, we've always grown more. And if there's somebody on here that happens to have a pancreas problem, no worries. I started a group for that too. This is called Chronic Pancreatitis. It's on Facebook. So if you come across a group with like 5 people in it, that's probably mine. I just started it. I mean, there's other ones out there, but mine's going to be cannabis friendly. It's going to be like cannabis pancreas or something like that. Cannabis pancreas. I don't know. This guy right here, he's driving really slow. He's slowing me down. We got to get around him, especially with all that stuff he's got on the back of that truck. I feel like, you know, he says he's got it strapped down tight, but I don't trust him. I do not trust him. So yes. You know it. You already know it, buddy, for sure, Lil Mac. Like I said, you definitely, you know they say you're gonna take one for the team. I know what I want to talk to y'all about. Has anybody ate a quarter pounder recently? Woo! I did. Oh no. I'm okay. I think I'm okay. But I ate a quarter pounder with cheese. I hadn't ate a quarter pounder with cheese in like 5 years, maybe 6, 7, 8 years. I just don't eat that. But I was reading and they was bragging about how if you was going to eat McDonald's burgers, to get the quarter pounder, because the quarter pounder is made fresh. Everything else is that frozen beef patty shit. So I was like, okay, I'm in. Why, like a few days later, the recall thing came out. I was like, are you kidding me? And they ain't said Ohio yet, but they was like, they calling this a deadly outbreak. And I'm like, man, only on the quarter pounder that I haven't ate in years. I go out and eat 1/4 pounder, and now there's an outbreak. It's the whole apocalypse out. You know what I mean? Just like people getting sick, and I'm just like, are you kidding me, man? Of all things, like literally just violated myself by eating a 1/4 pounder with cheese, man. Does anybody else eat McDonald's, man? I mean, I felt like the only thing I really liked from McDonald's really ever was the drink, the High C Orange. I always go in there and get weak for some High C Orange. I think they put some type of additive in there to make you want it more, make you drink it more. It tastes so good. But if you buy the one in the store, it ain't the same. It's not the same formula. You don't have that same good, bad taste. It tastes so great, but it's really bad. It's full of sugar. Some Tesla robots making it in a factory. So like it is what it is though, man. It tastes great. Anytime I get a chance to have a High C Orange from McDonald's, it's like, honestly, when I get a High C Orange, it's like reliving my childhood. It's like when I was a kid, all I was like High C Orange. I just wouldn't get the pops. Every now and then I would get the pop when I was older, but once I realized it was hurting me and making me sick, then I was like, I remember when I had to stop drinking pop for the rest of my life, y'all. I didn't drink pop in like 7 years. Literally. I cannot drink pop. I can't drink anything that has carbonation in it. Will make me sick. So like, really sick. So I was like, I just can't believe it. Like, something you all probably drinking pop. You're probably drinking a pop right now while you're watching the stream, and I can't drink it anymore. Some of you probably love some fried chicken tenders, fried chicken strips. I was at this party the other night, and they had a box. It was full to the brim with crispy chicken tenders. Another box had big, fat, juicy sliders with cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle. Wonderful. And then they had chicken sliders too, and they were just so plump and fat looking. I watched people just munch down on that cold food, and I couldn't touch it. That big old box full of French fries. When I say humongo box of fries, think about somebody going to Kroger's and buying 10 large bags of French fries and putting them in a big box and saying have all at it. And they were all golden brown, and they were crinkle cuts too. Nobody uses them. That's the good stuff, man. You used to get the crinkle cut when you was younger. And, I'm like, wow, this is some kind of shindig here, man. This guy's got sliders. They've got chicken tenders. They've got French fries. And I'm thinking like, wow, this is really, really nice stuff. But then I know Mastermind can't eat it. Especially if it's not like room temperature. Just think about, we just got done talking about the 1/4 pounder. So it's like, he's like, man, now it's like, so what I'm saying here is like, we use cannabis and then we get to eat things that we probably shouldn't. If it's from one of these places, man, be careful what you're getting. Make sure you look at it closely, make sure it's done. Because we went and bought chicken from some of these places, and the chicken was not all the way cooked. And, some people, they just get in hungry mode. You just start smashing. Hawk smash. And you close your eyes like, the seasoning and the flavor of it. You don't even look at the texture. You just eat it. And then you wonder why you're on the toilet. It's because that chicken probably wasn't done. Sometimes, usually if I get chicken from anywhere, I'm always going to microwave it before I eat it to ensure that it's done. But if you're out in the field, well, you already know. You know what I mean? You're out in the field, you're at work, You know, usually I gotta eat it, or you pack your lunch, but you know nobody likes to pack their lunch, man. Let's be real. Everybody likes to eat out for lunch. You know, that's the best thing if you can afford that. And I mean, I was eating out a lot when I got to the hospital because I feel like we had to readjust on what I could eat. And things you would say, hey, you can have lunch, but you can have sandwiches. Those are not fried food. Well, guess what? Can't eat sandwiches. Not supposed to be eating deli sandwiches. Turkey sandwiches and ham sandwiches. Those are all fatty foods. So I'm not supposed to be eating none of that stuff. And it will make, like I said, I'll never forget the chef salad that taught me a lesson. I had got my pancreas all the way to normal, calmed all the way down almost to zero. And I ordered a salad from the hospital restaurant. From the hospital. It was nothing but a little tiny chef salad. It had an egg in it, had bacon, bacon, eggs, ham, turkey, lettuce, tomato. And that sounds wonderful. Well, and then I put Caesar dressing on it. Well, when you have pancreatitis, you shouldn't be really eating Caesar dressing. Because again, the fat content in it. Ham and turkey together in a salad and bacon. Nope, can't do that no more. Like, oh, what? No turkey, ham, and bacon salad with the egg? Nope. Cannot do it. So I used to order chef salads all the time. No wonder I was sick. See, so I'm like about 57 miles from Canton, and I'm about a little bit further than that from Cleveland. Yeah, lunch meats, they make it sound like it's good for you, but it's not. Hey Joshua, I appreciate the $4.99, my brother. Thank you for the support. Appreciate you. It's hard when you have to have this restrictive diet, especially if you're moving around, you're traveling, you're doing stuff. You know, it's hard. Now Joshua just did a super chat. For those who are not familiar with that, that's how you can send money to help out for Ohio Cannabis Live and everything I'm doing. And they have little stickers you can get. And they have all kind of options on there. You can start like $1.99, I think, or $1, something like that. Now, the good part of that money goes to me. YouTube does take their pound of flesh out of it. But I do get some of that money, so that does help me out. You can also go to OhioCannabisLive.com/donate. And then that money goes straight to me, minus any fees I have to pay. But that's a direct way to donate with me. To kind of bypasses like the YouTube algorithm. But you can donate there as little as $1 and as much as $1,000. So thank you again, Joshua, for doing that. Appreciate you. Thank you again, Jimmy, for donating the memberships to some of our new members. I don't even know how many members we got right now. All right, Lil Mac, talk to you later, buddy. You got my number. Yeah, 30%. I mean, they taking their cut, man. I mean, you really sometimes are paying them to be on YouTube. They're making money off you. They're showing ads in the commercial right now for sure. And then, you know, they don't like the way you're talking on the video. They'll limit the monetization to where they make money, but you don't make money. That's how they'll do it. They'll make money off your video, make a lot of money off your video, but then they don't pay you anything. And that's a game they'll play. Yeah, 30%. I mean, I don't know, and it's like different things. Like if you do like I'm trying to think how to explain it, but like the memberships, they take money off that. So you know, $1.99, I don't get $1.99. I might get $1.12, $1.20 or something out of that, you know, each person. So like the $1.99 memberships, you know, we really damn near splitting it with them, $1 a piece. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it still adds up. For those who want to know, like who are thinking about doing a YouTube, depending on the genre you're in, you could be making a lot of money, or you could be making a little bit of money. I would say, doing this for 5 years, 900 videos later, I mean, can I tell you that this has yielded $1,000 in 1 year? Just the YouTube channel itself? The answer is no. No, it has not. Has it yielded more than $100? Certainly. 200? Certainly. 300? Certainly. 400? Certainly. 500? Yep. But it took a minute to get there. I mean, it's certainly a lot harder than it looks. It does take a lot of persistence. A lot of videos might be great, and then other videos not so great. So you just figure out, which videos are really hitting really great, and other videos that are not doing that great. And that's really what it boils down to. Okay, so you get the ad free. So the YouTube Premium, and that, okay, let's talk about YouTube Premium for a second. So like, the way that works is like, if my channel if the video gets restricted from the regular ad monetization, then I can still be eligible for YouTube Premium revenue stream. So that means you get a penny or something for every so many views. They give you a penny. It adds up to usually like 10 cents a month or something like that, Now on the average, you say how many views you get a month, Mastermind? Well, on a bad month, we might get 7,000. And on a good month, we might get 30,000. So it really just depends on the months. Right now, last time I looked at it, we are less than 5,000 away from 700,000 views. Last time I looked at the lifetime views. So we're almost to 700,000. We're most certainly going to get there. I don't care if we go live every day. We're going to get that 700,000. And we're not going to wait forever to get there. Maybe by the end of the year, if we push it hard enough, we got a couple really good videos, we'll get there fast. I know that one live stream we did at 3,000. So, I mean, we can hit it. It can be hit in a couple videos, depending on how they turn out. I mean, it's pretty out here, giving y'all kind of an angled view of the road. There's probably much better. It's like, why are you only showing one side of the road? But then that gives you a better road view of everything. 106 miles from Cleveland. We're getting a lot closer, man. But yeah, the trees are pretty out here right now. And we got the 21 likes. Doing good. Only saw a bit of good. Where are you going? Yeah. So, sometimes people don't realize you're driving. You're not going to be able to answer your text messages or anything. You can't do that. You got to stay hands on the wheels. Hands on the road. Hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road. So you can't really. Yeah. All right. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get off here right now and let my phone charge up, and then I'm gonna come back on here live in a little bit, let y'all know where I'm at. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe button, and I will check in with y'all here in a few.